Nevada. Then it was Harvey. The Springfield Civic Center in Springfield, Massachusetts. Hello again, everyone. We're coming to you live. Shortly, you'll be seeing Sugar Ray Leonard against Armando Muniz, a 10-rounder. Of course, there's been a growing clamor for Leonard, still unbeaten after 16 fights, to go against what the press would call a worthy opponent. Today figures to be that day because Muniz has been good enough to fight for the welterweight crown no less than 4 times. He gives away 10 years to Sugar Ray. As to how he feels about the bout, I spoke with him earlier today.
Mondo, Leonard's 10 years younger than you. Is he too young? Is he too fast for you? How will you fight him?
Well, the way I believe it, Howard, I don't think anybody's too young or too fast for anybody. Because from my experiences, so once the bell sounds, so once you're in a fight, the actual fight, it's 2 men against each other, and experience, age, speed, it's all a combination of everything. And I think today in our fight with Sugar Ray Leonard, I think my conditioning and my desire to win, his speed, his youth, will be a mixture of something that has to take place that nobody will know. I couldn't predict the fight if I had to.
But how will you fight him?
The way I've always fought every fight. I go in, I come to fight. I'm not much of a dancer. I'm not much of a boxer. I come to fight. And if Sugar Ray wants to fight, now I'll be there. And I'm sure he won't have any problem looking for me. And I'll be right in front of him the whole time. I'm ready to go 10 rounds, and I've always taken pride in this. People pay $10 for a seat, they're going to get $10 worth of a fight. If they pay $100, they're going to get $100 worth of a fight. And I've won or lose, I've always given my best.
That's true, and your record proves that. After your May 27th 15-round loss title bout against Palomino, some thought you might retire. Why didn't you?
Well, for me, it was just a personal thing. I figured the reason I tired like I did against Palomino in the last fight is 'cause I had to go 3 days with very little food in order to make the weight. At 32, I've been making 147 for the last 13, 14 years. I've been fighting welterweight all my life. And this fight's different. I'm fighting at 151. It's not as difficult to make the weight. I wanted to try it once, and I told my manager, let me fight one fight, just one fight where I don't have to starve myself. And this fight fortunately allowed me that. And I think that maybe if, unless I'm totally wrong, I think I'll be a little bit better off today.
Okay, should you lose, I suspect you will retire.
I made a commitment to my wife, to my friends, and yes, I'm going to retire after this fight, win or lose.
Interesting. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Howard.
That was, of course, Armando Muniz. Now, what about Sugar Ray Leonard, facing perhaps his toughest challenge? I talked with him earlier also.
Mondo Muniz says he will fight as he always fights, and that means he'll be coming at you steadily, boring in. He's hard to knock out. Only Palomino ever did it in his whole career. TKO, 15th round of their first bout. And how would you respond to Muniz?
I look at the fact that Armando bring the fight towards me. I say to myself, people try to compare me with Carlos Palomino or Cuevas. They say, well, Palomino knocked him out once, but couldn't do it twice. They fail to realize we're 2 different fighters. We're 2 different people. I'm going to fight Armando the best way I can. That's to stay on my toes and keep him at bay with my left jab.
You watched the films of his fights against Palomino, I'm sure, to prepare for this bout.
And I watched it quite a few times, and I see a few mistakes that he makes. He drags his right foot, and he counterpunches a great deal. And I feel if I can beat him to the punch, the fight is mine.
When you say drags his right foot, what's the effect of that? How does that hurt Muniz?
Well, it means he's slow getting his punches off. I look at the fact of him trying to more or less dominate me in the corners and on the ropes, in which I won't be there to more or less cooperate with this particular style. But I will say that if I can maintain Armando in the middle of the ring, I can beat him with ease.
With ease, will you knock him out?
I won't predict that because I know for a fact Armando can take a good punch. But I say to myself that if I can still use my scientific techniques and keep a cool head, I will beat Armando Muniz.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, Howard.
He is a confident youngster, isn't he? The fight will be coming up shortly. Leonard against Armando Muniz, and we look for a good one. Right now, let's rejoin Don Drysdale for the conclusion of gymnastics. With the Springfield Civic Center in Springfield, Massachusetts, the scheduled 10-rounder, unbeaten Sugar Ray Leonard against the wily veteran Armando Muniz, ready to get underway. The bell for the first round. I'll cover all the rules and systems as we go. Note immediately it's only a 16-foot 6-inch ring, which figures to give Muniz tactically an advantage. Leonard is the one who likes to use a big ring. His principal assets is Leonard on the right, Muniz the left. Leonard now with his back with you. Principal assets, quickness of hands, quickness of feet, and of course, he appears to have punching ability with either hand, but that remains to be proven against a quality opponent. Muniz, tough, stocky, at his highest weight ever, 151. Says it will give him added strength. Leonard at 149, still growing, especially in the upper body and shoulders. Leonard with a 5-inch reach advantage, scoring on the 10-point must system. That was the first quick exchange. You can't be saved by the bell. The 3 knockdown rule is waived. Mandatory 8 count, of course. Leonard trying to use the left. He'll be using that left all afternoon. See him circling to his left. And occasionally side to side. Very quick lateral movement. Muniz the pursuer. If you saw the interviews that were shown earlier on today's Wide World, you know that Muniz will keep coming. Leonard with that kind of left will try to be taking advantage of Muniz, being open for the punch. Right there, a couple of quick lefts. They're wearing 8-ounce gloves, of course. The referee is Dick Flaherty of Braintree, Massachusetts. The judges, David Samataro of Chicopee. Leonard's making good use of his left, and Harry Supernant of West Springfield, Massachusetts. First round action. We've got a minute left. Leonard with a quick combination, using the right lead that he has been using so effectively in his prior 16 professional bouts. And in the Olympics too. Sugar Ray showing a lot of flash. The question in Muniz's case is, has it all left him? Was the May fight against Palomino the last gasp? Or is he still the tough fighter we've always known him to be? Dedicated, giving everything. By his own admission, this will be his last fight, win or lose. Leonard with the quicker hand, scoring. Leonard having a good opening round. Muniz going to the belly with the left, up with the right. Tough cookie. Stopped only once. The first fight against Palomino. That was January 22, 1977. We'll be back. Round 2, Angelo Dundee in Ray Leonard's corner, telling him to punch inside as well as outside when he gets inside. Note the way Sugar Ray keeps constant movement. You won't find that in Muniz. Totally different style fighter. Left getting in there. Very quick hands. Leonard apparently sharply trained for this bout. Against Floyd Mayweather last May in Providence, he was dismal. Good right by Muniz. Second round action. Leonard still going after Leonard. We're a minute 15 seconds into round 2. Jolting left by Leonard. Steady movement, presenting a difficult target for Muniz. The left getting in there. The attempted right uppercut earlier, not. Good chopping right by Sugar Ray. Surprising to me, personally, thus far, the way he is dominating Muniz. Muniz had 2 fights against Jose Napoles back in '75. In Acapulco, most felt he was robbed, had beaten Napoles cleanly. They gave it to Napoles. Second time around, Napoles won it cleanly. That's the quality of fighter that Muniz has faced during his long experience. 40 seconds left in round 2. So thus far, another good round for Sugar Ray. Movement giving Muniz no target. Sugar Ray going downstairs, then back upstairs. The left thus far is dominant blow. In the first round, the right lead led a whole series of combinations. He's getting the right in too, as you just saw. At this point in the fight, Sugar Ray Leonard looks as sharp as he has looked yet in his professional career. End of the round coming up. We'll be back. Round 3, Armando Muniz to the right of your screen. Sugar Ray Leonard to the left. We're live from Springfield, Massachusetts. Sugar Ray, a rapid early pace. Won the first 2 rounds convincingly. Now Muniz going after Sugar Ray, always the pursuer. Dragging his right foot, notice, just as Sugar Ray said. Slow-footed, but tough. Dundee told Leonard between rounds. Pace yourself, he said. Pace yourself. And the guy's a sitting duck for the uppercut. Right there, you saw a half uppercut by Leonard with the right. He said, use the left uppercut, too. That's the way he's vulnerable. Third round action. A minute into the round. Sugar Ray slowing the pace in accordance with Dundee's instructions and probably the dictates of the opponent, Muniz. Against an opponent who can take it as Muniz can, who's got staying power. Once going into the 15th against Palomino, the other time going all 15. You don't want to use yourself up early. Clock on the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Dick Flaherty, Braintree, Massachusetts, the referee. Sugar Ray with a quick combination, but not getting in nearly as many punches in this round as he did in the prior 2. Now he's opening up a little, and Muniz is responding. Cleaner, sharper punches right there by Leonard. The right uppercut. Leonard all over Muniz now. Leonard with a flurry. Whole series of combinations. Sugar Ray Leonard slugging away against Armando Muniz. A good action fight with 40 seconds left in this, the third round. Muniz fighting back. Good right by Muniz in that whole exchange. They're counting down, as you can see, to the end of round 3.
All right, I got it.
We'll be right back. Leonard coming out for round 4 here in Springfield, Massachusetts. First 3 rounds, a lot of punching. Most of them thrown by Leonard. Muniz can take a punch and then some. Armando Muniz, 58 fights in his career. One of the most credible and trustworthy fighters around. Steady, always a good performance. 144 of the 58, 30 by knockout, lost 13, drew 1. Look at Muniz. Unafraid, coming after Sugar Ray Leonard. You want a fighter who'll give you a day's work, it's Muniz. First caught up with him in the 1968 Olympics at Mexico City. He was one of the favorites to win the gold medal. Look at Muniz. He gave him a little bit of his own medicine. Little bit of side-to-side dancing movement, staying away. A change of tactics. Totally unorthodox for Armando. Armando swinging wildly, coming after Sugar Ray. Steadily. Muniz now. Well, a little bit of dancing right there, too. Looking to load up for 1 punch. That's what Armando's looking to do. Crowd always gets excited by a Leonard combination because of the quickness of his hands. Not a question of whether or not he scores that successfully. Look at that left. At the end of this round, we'll have a station break just to alert our stations along the line. We've got a minute left in the 4th round. That quick flashing left, Leonard's principal weapon, to score and to keep the opponent at bay. But Muniz, still the pursuer. What Armando is doing in this round. In 2 fights against Palomino, I never saw him do that, nor in the fights against Napoles. And this is his last fight, win or lose, he said, as we count down to the end of this, the 4th round. All right, we'll be back with more of Sugar Ray Leonard against Armando Muniz fight after this word from our local stations. At the Springfield Civic Center here in Springfield, Massachusetts. Sugar Ray Leonard is back now to you against Armando Muniz. Want to know what a manager tells his fighter between rounds? Dundee just said to Sugar Ray, when you're in a clinch, spin away and then let him have it. Spin away and then quickly to the punching. Right there, Leonard was quick to the punching. That left continuing to dominate the bout. You have to be careful with him, Muniz. Now there's the clinch. I don't see Leonard spinning his way out of it, and he didn't. Muniz would love to have Leonard against the ropes. But Leonard's been too quick and too smart for that, as you just saw there. Never a stationary target. This is the 5th round. And Muniz is beginning to get in some punishment to the belly, like right there, as Sugar Ray doesn't have the movement he had during the first 3 rounds.
Shut your stuff up your stack. Pick it up. Pick it up.
One of the things you've got to watch with a young fighter is his ability to learn to pace himself. Leonard started tremendously quickly. Now, no movement there, and Muniz can really undo you on the inside. Look at Muniz in this round. Sugar Ray with the right lead. An effective punch. Dangerous punch, but effective when it catches the opponent by surprise. Leonard's belly this round. 40 seconds left in the 5th round. And Muniz is coming on in this round, as you have seen. Leonard missing with that chopping right, though he scored with the previous combination. Coming to the end of the 5th round. We'll be back. Muniz coming out for the start of round 6. Appeared to be coming on in round 5. Scored heavily and steadily to the belly. Won the round in this department's view. With Flaherty, the referee, keeping a close watch and control over the proceedings. This, of course, is scheduled 10-rounder. And based upon the records, likely to go that long. Look at Muniz. There's a quick flurry by Leonard, striking back. His manager employing him between rounds, Leonard that is, to start to throw punches again. Good left by Muniz. That hurt Sugar Ray. It stung him. We're a minute into this, the 6th round. Muniz keeps going to the belly. With that stocky 151-pound body, there is strength. He has scored 30 knockouts in his career. Right there, Leonard got in a good combination. The right lead followed by the left. The right lead becoming, as one looks at this bout in retrospect, one of Leonard's more effective blows. Muniz giving no quarter throughout the fight, but especially in this round and the prior round, and to a measured degree in the 4th round too. Notice how Leonard doesn't have the movement he showed during the first 3 rounds. Leonard has been slugging away virtually toe-to-toe with that right again. Hurt Muniz, and then the left, and Muniz in momentary trouble. But he's a tough cookie.
Back him up! Back him up! Back it up!
A whole change of strategy by Sugar Ray Leonard. Little or no movement. May be dictated by what Muniz's body punches have taken out of him. Counting down to the end of round 6. The end of this round, we're going to go to Sugar Ray Leonard's corner, and we will show you that Leonard flurry in slow motion. These men are fighting. The end of the round. Ray ended it with a flourish with that windmill pumper. Now let's look at that flurry in slow motion. There it is. Watch now. The left did not score. The right did. That's the one that hurt him. The left again. And that right again hurt him. Then that left did get in. That was the flurry. What have they done here? They have apparently stopped the fight. I don't believe this. They've called it a TKO. Muniz, at the end of 6 rounds, he had appeared to be coming on in the 4th and 5th rounds, held his own in the 6th until that flurry we just showed you. And then suddenly the fight ruled ended. We've got to get to the bottom of this. Looking at Muniz over in his corner, the man who had been stopped only once in his whole career, that in the 15th round by welterweight champion Carlos Palomino, January 20.
Winner by a technical knockout in 6 rounds, Sugar Ray Leonard.
some cheers, and a lot of boos as Sugar Ray Leonard wins on a 6-round TKO. There he is. And we'll be back to talk with Sugar Ray when we come back here live to Springfield. I want to get Muniz too. We'll be right back. Back live at ringside, Springfield Civic Center, Springfield, Massachusetts, with Armando Muniz. The fight has just been stopped, as you know. A TKO scored for Sugar Ray Leonard, who's right here to my left. Question number one, Mondo. Should that fight have been stopped? Did you want it stopped?
Well, I personally didn't. My corner said, why go on with a bad... I have a bad elbow. I have tendonitis or something like that. Every time I extended it, it's just unbearable pain. And I've had that for a couple of years. And I want to go on, you know, and my corner said, Mondo, look, one more fight. Or am I going to ruin your elbow for the rest of your life? Why don't you just, you know, hang it up?
Did you feel the tendonitis before you went into the ring today?
No, I never do when I go in the fight. It's always when I get blown right in the elbow, in the fist there. And it was about the 3rd round, I think it was, when I started feeling it. And then of course, Ray hit me with a terrific punch in the 4th round, I think it was, when he really held it back. And it's unbearable. I keep on using it, but then after a fight, I can't do anything for 2 weeks. And maybe it's signs of times, I don't know.
Oddly, though, you seem to be coming on, beginning with the 4th round. And the 5th round, you had a good round going to Sugar Ray's belly.
You know, this is the epitome of my career, the luck, you know. 152 for me is tremendous weight. 151, I was really good. I wasn't tired. I've trained hard for the fight. Ray's a heck of a good fighter, and I was beginning to get a little confidence in with him. And then I had this thing pull up. If it isn't that, it's a nose, it's an ear, or something or other. And I want to recommend, I want to commend Ray Leonard. He's an awfully good boxer. He's got a long way to go, but he's going to be a world champion pretty soon. And I guess I could always say, as a last resort, I was glad I fought a world champion to be. And I'll have that on my record.
One last question. You said he's an awfully good fighter. He's got a long way to go. You fought Annapolis twice. You fought Palomino twice. Is he of that cut yet that he could fight fighters like Palomino?
Well, I've been around for 8 years, Howard, and I fought a lot of good fighters. Napoli, Leonard Lopez, Adolf Pruitt, Palomino being one of them, somewhere on the ladder. And, Sugar Ray Leonard is a good boxer. He's got a little bit to go. He hits pretty solid, not hard yet. I guess Napoli is the hardest puncher I ever fought. Leonard Lopez, Clyde Gray, perhaps. These are class fighters that I fought and beat, and I think he's going to be in there in the next few months. I think he's got all the makings of a champion, and I wish Armando Muniz had come along a little later.
Okay, and now you will retire.
Well, I've got, this kind of a fight. I'll tell you, I've never ever in my career, my father knows that, my wife knows that, my mother knows that, I've always felt a lot of pride, and it hurt me inside to have to stop the fight like this, you know, but this is my life. Boxing's been my life, and I guess now I'm going to hang it up, I guess. Unless somebody offers me $100,000, and that always changes somebody's mind.
Good luck to you. You're terrific.
Thank you,
You
Howard.
really are. You're a guy who's really...
And by the way, how do you do it? The fountain of youth stays with you all the time.
Only in theory. It's illusory. Thank you very much, Mondo. Now let's turn to the winner, Sugar Ray Leonard. Will you look right at the camera, Ray? You just heard Mondo's evaluation of you that you've still got a way to go, talking in terms of the Annapolises, the Palominos, and even mentioned Clyde Gray as a world-class fighter. What's your view of your performance tonight, and how much further do you think you have to go?
How would I say to myself that every time a winner has his hand raised, the loser always says that he has some type of, makes too many mistakes in the ring. I feel that I'm learning each fight as I go along. I give Armando a great deal of credit because he stayed in there. I hit him with some tremendous shots. And the fact that it only got me in preparation for my January 11th fight at the Capitol Center against Johnny Gann.
Okay, we're going to look at some slow-mo action of you in that last round. You call it.
Well, as I see it now, I want to prove to Armando that I did have the punching ability to fight him inside. I threw a great deal of right hands. In fact, I caught him with a tremendous left hook at one time. The fact that Armando kept coming because that was his fight. And I knew for a fact that I was going to beat him because I felt very strong working out with Odell and my brother, Dave.
What interested me was that for the first 3 rounds, you looked as sharp as I've ever seen you look. Tremendous pace you set then, with a lot of movement, lateral movement, the whole works. Then in the last 2 rounds, you were standing toe-to-toe with him. Why?
Well, I wanted to change my whole strategy. You know, the earlier rounds, I just wanted to move and see whether or not Armando was going to bring the fight to me, and which he did.
the later rounds, I wanted to mix it up a bit because I felt that my hands were quicker and I could hit him and get out before he made contact.
Your hands work quicker, a lot quicker. Our congratulations to you. You're 17-0 now. The career continues apace. You were a good fighter today.
Thank you, Howard.
Good luck to you.
All right.
Okay, Sugar Ray Leonard, the winner on the 6-round TKO of Armando Muniz.